morning, Abuja. Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to another wonderful edition of your program with a big brain Inside Naija. That's not the program where we so they carry can give you all of the big stories them inside Naija over the weekend and inside the week. But first of all, before we go tell you one of the big things that really happen, like for instance, example, all the Igiaga we blow over the weekend on top of the United States of America Presido Donald Trump. Don't they say he go do bombardment and finish things there for inside Nigeria? All of this and more, and I go come up later for the show. But for now, make we take you enter for waiting the inside the front pages of the newspapers. Will they come back after this short break? The Punch newspaper, now be the first paper we start up the list this morning. And for inside that one, you go, yes, all the Igiaga where they go on for inside PDP. The Makinde group who don't gather themselves again as Autumn Fireshade said and stand gym for the back of Wiki. And the big story for inside the Punch, they say on top CPC blacklist, that now the country of particular concern, 12 Nigerian governors, other officials fit to face punishment from United States. Government officials and judges them, they risk, say them go freeze their asset inside the new law where US they do. Tinubu, US Vice President, it be like say them go sit down meet so that they go feel know how to calm this tension. For the Egeaga, say they won't use by first exchange government, where they call coup. Silva brother, with even in driver, still day for inside detention. Nel Fund don't come out now, say students, we apply for loan, don't reach 1 million. Doctors, they do, we no go agree, they do strike, and they say na lie. Be the talk of say Ogbonge Government, say them pay 11.9 billion naira payout and say the strike will continue. NDLEA don't grab one musician and discover one illegal drug laboratory for inside Lagos. And finally, for inside the front of the Punch, Doye Diri go join APC today. And he said that the interest of Bielsa, na him make him, they move to another party. Check out the Punch, you go see all of that and plenty more. The Guardian can come out big to say, the warning where Trump won Nigeria, it don't cause everybody mind to the jack up. Things are not easy anymore, and they don't they cause different church on top religion, and whether truly we as Nigeria will be organ madam of ourselves. Come and see how DSS been stop Utomi shadow cabinet where it be one do through using the law. NRC train don't divert come off for road the 189th time, and this now just 3 days after that particular railway been resumed work. Resident doctors, Ogbonge Government, they give each other gbos on top 48 billion naira arrears as strike don't quench work for all hospitals inside the country. NUJ, they para for how they take the increase for attack and doing anyhow against journalists them. The Guardian will give you all of that and many more. And inside the Vanguard, INEC matter, Oga Jega don't come out now. They talk say the challenges where Amupitan go face for front. And for the big story inside the Vanguard this morning, Donald Trump in matter now don't they cause vex on top say he want attack Nigeria. But Ogbonge Government say they are working without to tire with the Americans them to stop bandits, terrorists and all others them inside Nigeria. You go still need to see all of the small tourists them will follow that big one inside the Vanguard. Soludo don they gather ginger everywhere, not be small support for Ekusigo, Nnewi South and plenty other places them. For issue of 2027, battle for the soul of PDP, they get deeper and deeper as all the different factions them decide say they stand on their own ground. And gas policy, they under threat as they will be say gas they blow come out, they continue to do worse and worse. The Vanguard will tell you all of that with plenty others inside that paper. Daily Trust come follow the Vanguard this morning, and Daily Trust start to tell you, say, Nigerians say no. For the one we say United States of America, they threaten to enter inside Nigeria and finish us. Damagum, Anyanwu factions, they plan PDP headquarters takeover today. It be like say vacancy go day for inside NERC as the confirmento of who go be their chamo don't hang. Worry to Itakpe train don't divert come up from railway. For Anambra governorship election, police don't move drones and helicopters them to make sure say the thing will go down well. Patients hang nowhere to go. They have to discharge some as resident doctors dig on strike. Daily Trust will give you that and all the others. The Nigerian Tribune come out now say Manufacturing Association of Nigeria. They talk say 3.1% real growth. Now then they see say go happen in 2026 and then 10.2% contribution to GDP. They can say make them approve 1 trillion naira stabilization fund and also expand the BOI capital base. Soldiers don't kill terrorists, gbab 20 and rescue 17 victims of kidnappers them. Still for inside the Nigerian Tribune, CPPE say yes, then support the 15% fuel import duty and say the policy go make sure say we dey refine our own fuel locally and they go make the industry to grow. The big story for inside the Nigerian Tribune, on issue of country of particular concern, they begin to explain, say, see wetin and wetin this CPC mean for Nigeria. From say, they go punish us economically, they no go they carry us along for international thing, they go even ban us from to they enjoy some goodies from IMF, World Bank, and others them. Now, with the say, since 2023, now they don't designate Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab as places, as groups of particular concern. But presidency don't come out now, say Tinubu go sit down, do meeting with Trump. On top of this church say that they kill Christians them through away. Kwankwaso say, not be waiting you suppose they talk be this. Instead, they suppose help us with the technology. We go take fight all this insecurity. Lamido say make Tinubu gather meeting of before Nigerian leaders. Now he go help to take know the way forward. Still for the crisis inside PDP, different type of cut off mind now in full ground now on top who really get control of their national secretariat. The ones that will get out and level there where they anxious. The members them will be say they their staff, all of them they fear say gbos fee boss. But Okpeholo of Edo State say Tinubu economic changes they very important for the growth of Nigeria. And for the body matter report, where they do for inside the Nigerian Tribune, dancing. They reduce things that they think are signs of depression. Enter for inside the Nigerian Tribune, read all of the full gist and learn more on top that side. But before we go close mouth on top the front pages of newspaper, make we give you some sports story. As Punch Sports Extra land Bagam to say Osimhen, Onwachu, then tag each other as best striker. DR Congo don't name strong squad will go come for the World Cup playoffs. And don't they give some kind chinkon hint saying, like say Joshua go fight Paul before 2016. Rashford, they continue in fine form for inside the win, where we say they win the Catalans. Yamal don't break up with an Argentine girlfriend. Haaland scored 2 to make the citizens to get second. Arsenal, they plan new deal for Bukayo Saka. Maresca just the cut cap the toile for James. And for the victory for their informed Imade, na intake make Sociedad to beat Barcelona. Nadozie don't also, lose 3 as United beat Brighton. Van Dijk, the para against people that would the para for Liverpool. Bolaji don't win para badminton silver for inside Indonesia as Enekwechi, they lead Nigerian group to the Saudi Games. All of this and plenty more inside the Punch Sports Extra newspaper for today. Now, like I always tell you, this now where we go draw the curtain for today's pages of newspaper, but not just listen to wetin I talk, try to see if you get at least a copy of these newspapers, touchlight them, get the full gist, stay informed, make your own for no loss. Join us again, same time, same station, on top another edition of Front Pages of Newspaper Inside Naija. But not go anywhere, because coming up next, now the big stories them inside the news. Welcome back. Inside Naija is still there on top so, and time don't reach for the baby to reach them. My name is Princess. And don't forget, like I always tell you, we're there on all social media platforms. Check us out there at CHRICED Radio TV. And you feel join us every day live on top Facebook and on top YouTube at CHRICED Radio TV. Now I'm coming back inside the studio. You know how to do them. For the big to reach them, we'll carry sabi person, enter inside the studio. We will help us to break down the big gist them. And I get none other than Kolawole or Money inside the studio with me. Kolawole, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Happy New Week.
Same to you.
Before we go move into the matters, over the weekend, not be small thing, social media burst, parabesa everywhere, say United States of America Presido, Donald Trump, don't say Ing send soldiers to Nigeria to finish us. First of all, when you hear the story, I won't get your personal opinion on top of the matter.
Yeah, my personal opinion go be like, say, number one, I see finish anyway. See finish in the sense that when you have a repeated problem where you get time to talk much about the problem than the time to say, okay, you want to solve the problems. So this kind of a situation, it go happen. Nobody today, Nigeria has been done the mega shout on top of the security challenges where we've been in the battle. Government will tell you waiting them they do about them, but now resort nine employers supposed to pay for. You understand? Not how you take do them, but waiting with the result of waiting you been they do. So if you check almost over 10 years, we have been battling insecurity, Islamic extremism, violent extremism, mostly from northern parts of the country. And if you even check the civil war, we've been battle, where the noise was everywhere that time, deadly, this and that, it lasted for just 3 years. So in a situation whereby we see Boko Haram activities and that of ISWAP, banditry, just continuous like this for over a decade, it is alarming. And in this over a decade, you see, say, a number of Nigeria be done by, and they no stop. The people still they die till today. They are still killing people. So if you see this kind of situation, sentiments may arise. We'll be see back and forth responses on top of this matter. For instance, they will talk, okay, now religious crisis, say then they kill Christian. People wait day here no say no be only Christian. 9 they die on top of this matter. But another question where many of them become the ask be say, okay, if you not talk say no be Christian, 9 they die. Who is killing who? You understand? So the people where they do more of this fight, then talk their position of waiting them they fight for. You understand? So if now a particular waiting and they call them religion, and then they feel like, okay, we they support the reason why would they do this killing. Regardless of whoever they kill, the impression is that, okay, the killing is coming from a particular section of the religion to another. So with that one, even if their whole member be victims, they still have this impression, say, okay, as no be Christian talk, say they want the kill Christian, hey, issues there. So maybe now one of the reasons why they talk about, I've been see a particular video of one pastor, you understand, in Plateau State, where they go to a particular location where they do mass burial for people who die. And they build a structure there where the monument, where they write name of each victim, you understand?
Yes.
And he counted both sides. He counted 501 of people who die. After he counted it, they took the camera to a location very close by to that monument where they bury all of them. You understand? Yes. Mass burial. So that's one out of 1,001 cases. So, and some of these things get different dynamics. You understand? That of Plateau now, it might not even be Boko Haram guys. We'll be hearing a number of crises in Plateau State, some religion, some, okay, they say ethnicity. Some, they will even tell you, say, okay, no be Nigeria has even come kill us. They came from neighboring countries. But in all this grammar that we've been the blow since all this one, there's one certain thing that everybody will agree, that people are dying. Insecurity is spreading every day. So if it is taking time over a decade for you to fight it back, at a point, some people will even they accuse the current government, say at a point when they for opposition, and them even carry a matter, go Obodo Yibo, go the report and say, see the security situation in our country, may not come rescue also. Those are the kind of records that these people are piling up together. They now make them to arrive at this conclusion right now. Now we have started blowing the usual grammar. This is operating our land. You can't just come and invade us. You cannot just come and do this. You can't do that. We understand that. But when you create a space in a war, lizard and any other sort of animals will penetrate. And that is what we are seeing right now. So how can we get out of this? Is for you to pay attention to those issues and make sure, say, you resolve them. Because them invading the country, you know what it means. Many people will talk about the economic implication and many other factors. You'll be reading them inside your newspaper review this morning. So the earlier the better. It's not something we should be discussing by now, but unfortunately, we are still here because we hardly pay attention to so many things. We identify that problem. Oh, when the matter is hot, we pay attention to it. Let us solve it. We romance it. We move. I am still repeating myself. Oga Presido been go to Benue State after public outcry of mass burial, mass killing there. Then there were recommendations. Till today, nothing has happened. So if you keep romancing situation like this, then if you can't fix it, somebody else will come help you fix it. And that is what we are seeing right now. And don't forget, whenever we want to go and borrow money from these people, or they want we want them to waive whatever debt we have with them, we don't remember suffering. We don't blow grammar, say everybody may day. We don't blow it. Heavily, we still rely on these people. We collect money from them. We collect aid from them. In fact, we factor their money into our annual budget. So in all this, if there's no noise about insecurity, we wouldn't be discussing this matter as we speak right now. So make them try to solve our problem locally.
Okay, I will come to this part, but some more questions now for this matter, because then pick plenty other points. They still even attack the Sharia law, say the thing are blasphemy. They mention the report where one of the newspapers do mention some people that have been burned, killed in the name of, say, them blaspheme. You get, now still part of wetin dem talk. Some others don't come out and talk, say, the data where the US people they use on this, now old data. Then another school of thought don't still come out, say, the president is not doing this because he actually care for Nigeria. They mention some things. They say that because we go support Palestine states. They mention that because they won't send immigrants, we refuse. So that they use this to cover for wetin they really want punish us for. What do you get to talk about that?
Yeah, whenever there is an issue like this, the good news is that Oga Presido won't meet the president this week. As we've been here, they will be able to maybe apply diplomacy, you understand, in managing this crisis. But whenever there is an issue like this, you will see them pointing some of those loopholes. And we are good at doing that, even before now. We understand the fact, say, no country they 100% immune, you understand, against insecurity. Even the so-called United States, then get their own. I've been sharing a particular comment of one of the musicians when they talk this weekend. When talk, say, in Chicago alone, say, if you check the records of crime rate there, it's even more than many other cities. So we shouldn't be demarketing our country and what have you like that. But here is the point we're talking about. These people, some people, at a point when we celebrate independence, the person where you be interviewed that time, they talk, say, are we truly independent? This is one of the implications. But whenever issues come up like this, this one happen, this one won't happen. I remember too, when Obama was still there, we've been make some of these points. The truth of the matter is that now you go try to protect your house against some of these factors we they talk about. How can you protect your house against it? You are in this over-reliance. We too, they rely on these people too much. Last week, they talk about, okay, how can we be making our weapons locally? These are not part of the reliance we're talking about. How can we rely on what we can do here locally? Our natural resources that we only give it to them naturally, and we get the refined products back to our country. How can we make some of these things work? When you allow all these things to work, it will even go beyond, say, okay, you are solving that particular problem of natural resources. It will address many other factors. The unemployment rate that the statistics is not that friendly to us, it go address them because you get more people working. Can you have a policy that will encourage those guys, those natural resources that are taken away from here, that probably if we struggle to refine some of them, they will say it doesn't meet the international standard. Can you encourage them to come here, to come and refine it here and export it to their country?
But do we have the facilities for them to come and refine these things here?
It's not the facility. Why do they make provision for facility to extract our crude? Why the likes of Shell came into the country to come and extract it? Why can't they do further? Why can't we have like 3, 4, 10 Dangotes that will make refineries work? Even if the government, they've already failed in that regard. If you have a failed state, these are the kind of crises that they will be battling around, and the sacrifice they have to pay. Because we feel, we see ourselves as inferior, we see these guys as big guys. And every of the action what will be they make, it not really reflects, say we not see them like that. Because I've been talking about our budget every year. You will say, oh, I'm getting so amount from our revenues, IGR. I'm getting this support from so. I'm getting this, I'm getting that. So if you budget and aids that are coming from these guys, you are making like almost 30% provision inside your budget. What do you expect? Or do you think they are that mumu? They will just be giving free money without implication? They know what they do, and this is one of those things. And if we are now talking about the insecurity itself, if you have been able to fix your country, they won't have reason to be making some of these revelations. If you talk, say now, old statistics, are you bringing those people back to life? Old statistics of last year, 2 years ago, it has not stopped. We're adding to that statistics almost every year. So do you want it to continue like that? The only thing I will not agree is to say, okay, it's only Christians that are dying. No. For instance, they attack mosques, they attack churches, but you create that room for that impression to linger for long before you address it. So the earlier, the better.
Okay, so my question still stands. This thing where, like you said, now we create the room. We make United States today do this. No be today they don't start. This talk has been going for like maybe about a month or so now. Where I am going is the fact is some people don't talk. Say it's not really about this killing. Even in the reaction talk and say forget. Say Donald Trump not really care about Nigeria. Probably doesn't even know what's even going on. And some other people, some reports have come out. Some people have said now other things them that they hide under. Do you think there's truth in that talk? Say this is not about insecurity. It's about maybe we not agree collecting migrants. We go support Palestine state. Do you think there is truth in that talk?
There may be truth in the talk, but I insist, don't create that room. You understand? There may be partial truth. I may not totally agree. We all know that whenever these people make a move, there is interest.
Okay.
But when there is interest, you can easily hide under a particular position to push your personal or national agenda.
All right.
So in the course of doing that, wetin your country do to even make it happen in the first place? Now, the reason why I say, okay, I'll be expecting to hear wetin Oga Presido go tell Trump and what would be his response in return.
Okay.
Because most of these things, it has to do with how you take push. And for instance, we've been talking about getting ambassadors that will be representing us in many of these countries. Yes. It has lingered forever. And Oga Presido get the highest number of ministers. You can't even convert the budget of those ministerial appointments to these guys for them to be able to represent us, to see us well. You understand? So if you have not been able, everything in life is packaging. It's the same way you project yourself. That is how people will place you. For instance, do you know how much these people are investing on paying journalists to come and tell them what is happening in their country? About negative stories? If you budget it alone, you know what it means. And these people are getting some of these facts. They have the intelligence of what is happening here. And what they are even talking about, is there no truth in it? In a situation whereby in a single coordinated attack, 300 people are dying, 500 people are dying. How many number of 500 will you multiply before you get 7,000? So is it not truth? It is. The only problem I have with that information is to say it's only Christian. But when it is killing in Nigeria, you don't even need to engage any expert to get that. Okay, you just need to get content analysis of newspaper, daily newspapers.
What consign US with the fact of say that they keep people for Nigeria to the point of say they won't come finish us, they won't waiting.
It's not finish us. They are talking about
they said they are
is to come and rescue the situation as government don't already fail in doing
rescue the situation. How are they not supposed to work with government? See what Kwankwaso talk now. So instead of all this issuing threat, saying you will do us particular concern, saying that they are killing Christians, you should actually call us, sit down with us, and see how you go feel help us. Donald Trump, what did they talk? Nobody like say won't call help us.
What?
Because Rabbi Musa Kwankwaso, okay, what do you get to talk with Wetin Kwankwaso talk?
Wetin Kwankwaso talk, you know the way things work in the country.
Kwankwaso said US should be, and he's not the only one that said it. Even yesterday.
I understand that he's not the only one that said this, but we know what it means if Kwankwaso, if his statement is coming from Kwankwaso, we already know the direction. For instance, if to say there's no any rumor of saying, okay, he might likely align with the government eventually now. He may be condemning what really happened now because government failed. Now they cause this thing and stuff for us. So I don't have problem with that. Sitting down, discussing with us, now today thing, it's not today thing. These people have always been meeting with us. They've always been identifying our problems, how they want to take solve them. They've always been pumping their money. But there's something that is missing in fighting security. We have always been talking about it.
Which is?
The willpower to do it.
So now US get the willpower to come do it for us.
It's not like they get the willpower. For instance, there was a time they kidnapped their citizen in this country. Right? How many minutes did it take them to rescue the person? How many minutes? The reputation is not there, and we don't even market ourselves very well. There is difference between, you have bad reputation, but you can market yourself. Most of what we get here is the marketing stories from the country. If it took them just maybe 2 or 3 days for them to come and rescue their kidnapped victim in our country. So what is giving you an impression that if they come, they will not come and be able to solve the problem? They will solve the problem, but they will not go without getting something in return. Like what people are now projecting, if they invade us, what it means economic-wise, our natural resources, and so many other factors like that. But in a situation whereby you have been sending money to some people, what is your problem in terms of security? I need equipment. They send equipment to you. I need weapons. They send to you. I need aid. They send money to you. In the process, most of this money, you can't even give account of how you spend them. Eventually, what you claim that you wanted to use that intervention to solve, it still remain. So in that kind of situation, what do you expect? If you want to identify a failed state, go and check the conditions that will make a person call this is a failed state. We have all sorts of these characteristics because of the weapon. It's not weapon alone. It's not by mobilizing all sorts of machinery. It's by you having the willpower to do some certain things, regardless of, what is your political ambition all about. Most of these things, most of these problems we are facing, if you leave our DSS, policemen, soldiers, to work freely the way they're supposed to work, removing political aspect of the job from it. Sincerely speaking, it will shock you that we might not experience, it might not take them 6 months to end some of this drama. They have the intelligence. They know who is who. Governor will come out to say, I know these people. Eventually, they will call them, let us dine together and discuss together with bandits. Have you ever heard it in the history of US that they sit together with bandits and be discussing with them? So now some of these people we will not get. That's why we are battling this drama here and there. So if you are creating that room, you allow that thing to happen under your roof, then you've already created a platform for people to now say, okay, you can't do it, let me come and help you to do it.
Okay, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, don't come out now, go talk, say, make we not just sit down. We should also respond with action. You get, like,
No,
what
the
he
only
talk?
Panika your day too.
Yes,
Talk,
yes. But what he talk now? He said, for Trump to threaten a sovereign country with military attack, not disrespect to our authority. You get, say, make we call the United States ambassador, and they should take back that statement. What do you think about this? Action for action, aura for aura.
Yeah, you can say it. It's your statement now in a free word. You understand? And it is very cheap to talk. You understand?
We don't feel do am. We're a sovereign country. We be mama papa of ourselves.
Now so we dey always talk. Oh, whenever this kind of a situation come, oh, now so we dey always talk. We are sovereign country, and that's what we dey.
Oh, he said we should also sever diplomatic ties with them. Like we say, show them, say we don't need them.
Who will lose?
But you know, I was talking with somebody yesterday on matter, and they said during the time of General Sani Abacha, he did it. Went something, he said to hell with you people, and Nigerians survived.
Now, to hell with two people, with how many number of people are running the governance under military system of government? They are less than 50, right? That are running governance. And in this, regardless of whatever they even claim that they are packing, they are eating that time. You know, the lower the number, the better for the country as we speak right now. We don't have these politicians that, okay, in each local government, you have endless number of people that are under political payroll. At the state level, endless number. At the national level, you know what it means. But under military system of government, how many of them? And apart from that, the resources we are talking about, you can be able to control it to say, okay, we have natural resources, how you want to take manage them. Refineries been they work well during this time where you've been talk about. But when everything appeared to be collapsing in the country, and we get more money to run governance, we get more money to manage endless number of politicians, and it appears that the only idea we have right now in the country is how to tax customers. Who are the customers? Citizens. Taxation. That is the only creative way now that government is making money. So if you are not embarking on productivity, you are not doing anything to make your people more busy than the way we have right now. Unemployment everywhere. The only thing you reason is, okay, I want to tax these people. Oh, if I apply it like this, if I had $1 to every single call they are making in a day, this is the amount of billions of naira I will be getting in a year. That's the kind of creativity we have under this government. So if you have this kind of situation that you rely heavily on these people to either borrow, even when you claim that your economy is booming, you are still borrowing on almost every sector. In security sector, agri sector, and health sector, education. You can't take these people's hand off. Somebody, this lawyer will get issue with this senior advocate in Ekiti the other time. Farotimi. I've been seeing one of in a video say, they tell these people, say they should take their hands off. Say because so many of our corrupt leaders, now them they really encourage them over there, and we appreciate that. But beyond that, taking their hands off, you have to put your house in order first. What do we really do? If these people stop their aid, you remember when Trump came on board January this year, he made a pronouncement and he rendered thousands of people jobless worldwide, including Nigeria here. So what are we talking about? That was just a single pronouncement. So if you over rely on these people, it go hard you to say, okay, you just want to get rid of them in a day, and you will not get punished for it.
Okay, so are you saying now, say, we will continue to live with all this talk? Like the first time that one lawmaker talk, this person talk, even our own lawmakers, they come here, argue the matter, say, no, no be so. And now they threaten us on top our own matter. So because we depend on them, there's nothing we can do about this.
The
And
thing
as
we
our
can
Presido,
do,
okay, no verse. Now, not be them, they can't even see us. They didn't even send somebody. Now our Presido wants to carry people. Go there to go explain to them. What in exactly you won't go explain to them?
That's the for you to know how we make ourselves look more inferior and they are superior to us. And so many factors are involved. I don't already tell you. You can't be feeding me every day for nothing. If I'm not refunding that money you are using to feed me, there must be something in return, princess. If not anything, maybe yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And that's the implication of the yes, sirs now we are seeing right now. You have been taken from these people by borrowing, by getting aids, by getting all sorts of things. Any small cough like this, you run to them. Even if you are sick, you carry your body, you go meet them. Medical tourism, education, you pack all your money here, people are desperate to go there. The immigration you are talking about is because of out of desperation. You see people selling 3-4 plots of land. You see people selling family inheritance. Just what? To run go there. People that have business booming here, they sell everything, sell cars, sell properties to run go there. Why? It's not because they are enjoying the place better than home, but because you don't put your house in order. What we have in this country can fix this country by ourselves. But poor leadership is drawing us back. And in the end, you have to go and beg. You have to go and do yes, sir. Because that's where you get 3 square meals in a day. So whatever they teach to you to do, you just have to do.
So
was that not the reason why they've been subjecting Nigerians to all some of these recommendations? Tax more than put tax on Nigerians. Nigeria has not been have not been taxed. And that is why we are paying more almost every day. For instance, you don't put your house in order, we can't even get fuel in surplus. You say you want to put more tax on importation. You want to discourage importation so that scarcity will set in, and eventually we still need to pay more when we are struggling to get it. So if you check some of these things, now because of poor leadership, weakness of government and institutions that is drawing us back, that will make us to rely heavily on these people. So whatever we get in return is as a result of poor leadership.
Whatever we get in return, na sake of poor leadership. Any which way, we say we'll continue to drop you the update of how the matter they go. But the presidency don't come out say, Oga Presido go gather people, say go gather a delegation, he go move, go see Oga Donald Trump. They say Oga Donald Trump don't already tell the Vice Presido to follow and sit down, be they discuss this matter. So we go there to they drop you the update. But on top another matter where they disturb us, scholar, resident doctors them, that's not John Body of resident doctors, on Saturday will be November 1, been start strike. They don't shut down everywhere and shut the paper we do report, go different places and say truly patients are stranded, they even got discharged some, and then the resident doctors talk, say they actually go on this strike, not because of bad belly, say government fail to meet the 30 days where they give up. And say na failure from the side of government to do agreements where they do. Whether meeting, begging, everything, say na in cause all this one. What do you get to talk about the resident doctors going on strike?
Yeah, it is unfortunate anyway. We just came out of that of ASU crisis without even implementing any of their demands anyway. They say, okay, based on the intervention of the federal government, the National Assembly, they have to wait a bit. And we don't jump enter health sector now, from education to health. It's just like a rider to waiting will be done the discourse on top of this US palaver before now.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate because waiting them be they agitate for no be to dating. Now something where they always they pile up. And when these people want to do compare, they compare with, okay, in other countries, how their colleagues they enjoy some certain privileges we they know they enjoy here. The only thing so far that I've really noticed in the X sector is that it's cheaper for them to get their certificate in Nigeria than every other part of the country. Now see where we are losing it. You channel your energy, your resources, everything, you put it together to train these people. But no retainership mechanism. You now see a waste. You put everything in place to train them for them to graduate at a very cheaper cost. But when you now do that, you now treat them like others. You understand? So you now allow them to get exposed to, how it happen in other location. The next thing on top of their priority, now how they want to take Japan. So who is losing now? Who is losing? Most of them might not be able to afford the amount it will take them to become a medical doctor in abroad. They will pay cheaper here, they get the certificate here, but you don't have mechanism, you don't have some measures to make sure, say, you retain them where they are. Not even for 5 years. At a point, they want to say they want to impose a certain policy where go make you to say, okay, you must practice or so before you can travel and stuff like that. Encourage them to remain. That move, to me, is inimical to their human rights. They have right to associate, they have right to move. You shouldn't use your own challenges to restrain them to a certain location. In fact, let your dealings with them attract more people to say, I won't leave my country, won't go practice in Nigeria. So it's even better you make it even stricter for them to even go to school here, when they will not stay. So what are you really celebrating in a situation whereby you get 100 doctors that graduating, and almost 90 of them, if you ask them, say, waiting with their next agenda, how they want to come out. The one wasted day, probably 1 or 2 factors may be holding them, but not that they are not interested in going. So if you check some of these things, for instance, at a point, it was COVID-19 that exposed how they hardly even get access to some certain little things that they can use to work. Common glove, they give them problem. Hazard allowance, 5,000 naira. Then it was COVID-19 that exposed the fact that federal government was paying 5,000 naira as hazard allowance to transport from one spot to another, or for first aid, or what. So if they had life-threatening disease in the course of their job, 5,000 naira should take care of it. You now get a country where they can pay them better and they will not want to go. So if you check some of these things, unfortunately, when these people now, with the move for strike or whatever now, you still record number of people dying.
Yes.
With your money, people will still die. They will still die with say they get full cash like this to pay. But they will still die because of that. So people, when reason like, with my money safe, I'm not even safe. If they start this treatment for me in Nigeria, with my money, if strike happen, they go say me I carry my kaya come out. So if the person can afford to travel out for medical tourism, why won't the person go?
But in response, Ogbonge government don't come out, say then go release 11.9 billion naira in 72 hours to settle, part of the salary and alawi where they owe these medical practitioners, though they announced their own after the strike don't already take off. And then they also mentioned, say, they'll be released 10 billion naira inside the month of August, to pay for some salary review there for health practitioners. Even though the resident doctors they dispute all this talk way. What do you have to say about that? Is government not still doing something?
The point is, why must they always wait for the last minute fire brigade approach?
But the resources
what is causing the resources not to be? Now, if you get access to how politicians are spending politically, you'll be shocked that why are we always having this drama here and there? When they have heavyweight political activities, 10 billion naira, they will just say, divide by 20, 500 million naira. They may have a way of channeling it. You need to send to this, send to this, send to this. Before you know it, 10 billion naira we are talking about. You won't see it. You don't go Otilo. So why must always be the critical sector that they always wait till later before they address it? We have been talking about insecurity. What did they lead to insecurity? Education. If people are not getting access to more education, if they cause them, how much are they using to solve that problem? We've been talking about health, that you say, okay, maybe no resources. You already have your budget from January to December. You have provision for budget. You came out to say, since August, you've already met your revenue in a year. And we still battle with some of these things. It will not stop big guys to travel out to say they want to go and do one particular course or whatever, that they will never come back to come and relate back to their subordinates. It will not take them from getting all sorts of allowances, or maybe their number of entourage. They will prioritize that one. That big manism is them, will make them to spend on that. But health sector, they will have to wait till these people start. They did not start like this. They've been issuing warning. Why can't they act at that point? Why must they always wait till the last minute? Because they have power to travel, they have the resources to travel. If to say it will affect their person, say they no get option of traveling out, maybe they for don't address them before now.
Okay, so you go agree, say make them do maybe a law, make them do something to compel everybody to the collect treatment inside this country.
The point is, it may not work in that way. Because so many other laws, be like say you they infringe other laws when you push it in that way.
But the fact say, like you just they talk now, we won't start with the encourage Nigeria first. We they encourage local. Does that not work? Say make we they patronize our team, make we they better our country, so that no other countries go feel they try they infringe on us.
I not to say it no bad if they do them.
As in, can they not do that? Can they not do that?
Beyond even attempting to do it, how efficient would the law be? Because I can claim 1,001 reasons why I won't travel out without even telling you, say I won't go treat myself there. You can't stop me. And when I reach there, oh, I just feel like, let me just do a checkup. Let me see how my body, after maybe 12 hours long flight, they enter hospital. Will you stop them? You won't stop them.
So what be the way forward?
It's not by that law. It's that genuine to say you really want to do the right thing. And how do you do the right thing? When you put things in order in your country. Some people will prefer to come and do some certain surgery in Nigeria because it's cheaper. When their doctor tell them, they say, oh, since we can do it in the country, let me just delay it maybe next 2 months that I'm traveling, I'll be able to do it. Because they know that they can do it perfectly okay, yeah? Fear no dey there. So when you put your house in order, you make things work naturally. You don't allow somebody that's supposed to receive common headache drugs or medicine to go to what they call it, teaching hospital, to go and get it. You don't allow somebody that want to treat common malaria to go and line up as outpatient in teaching hospital where they're supposed to be taking care of critical things. You prioritize basic health care. Then you are ready. But that is not what we are seeing right now. They have been saying, okay, let us apply multi-sectoral approach to take care of health sector. How do we achieve that? To make sure, say, we have at least one standard primary health care in each of our political ward in Nigeria, over 8,000 of them, that we give provision for a medical doctor to be in that same ward. We don't have it. Story upon story.
So what will be the way forward now in conclusion, sir?
The way forward is to push more money, to make the money, spend it judiciously, make it more efficient. Then make the welfare of our medical personnel, not only doctor, resident doctor, or whatever, all of them, your top priority. With that one, we have a stable operations in that sector.
With that one, we will get stable operation inside the health sector. Anyway, we'll continue to bring you the update of what's they happen, both for inside our first story and inside our second story, and more stories them to come. But you go agree with me saying a very wonderful place for us to draw the curtain on top Inside Naija for this morning. Thank you so much, Kolawole Omoni, for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much, Abuja. Thank you so much, Nigeria. Say it and Gidigwam to enjoy this program with us. Don't forget to check us out on all our social media handles at CHRICED Radio TV. Tomorrow, exactly the same time, the same station, we will land Gidigwam again with another beautiful edition of Inside Naija. And you feel they watch us live on top Facebook and even on top YouTube every morning at CHRICED Radio TV. Don't forget, you can also follow the conversation by to drop your own comments inside the comment section of these videos. Them I will go definitely carry them out for you. My name remain Princess Aniana. No go anywhere because more programs go continue to the show on top your beautiful station. See you on the other side.